Alright, so boom. Wagwan, my G. Shout out to all the bruvs out there, all the bruvets, my ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another installment of edutainment. On this channel, my goal is to make sure that you are laughing, that you are entertained, but most importantly, that you are learning something that you can apply to your own personal life and make it better. So I figured I'd try something new, other than just like talk about marijuana withdrawal symptoms or just like, just myself. I figured I'd get my perspective plus another person's perspective, speaking about their own personal experience with marijuana. Like I always say in every video, depending on when you started smoking, how often you smoke, and how long you've been smoking. Like, do you smoke weekly? Do you smoke daily? Multiple times in a day? How many years you've been smoking? And the age you started smoking? And the concentration of THC in the weed that you smoke or eat can all affect how likely you are to become addicted to it. So anybody that can come on camera and speak about their own personal experience and their struggles with addiction, I give them a huge props, no doubt.
You smart, you loyal, you're grateful. I appreciate that.
So we're gonna be reacting to CG Kid's marijuana withdrawal story, and he's gonna be talking about what relief symptoms for him. So I'm gonna get into it. All right, no long talk.
What's up, guys? It's CG Kid. So in this video, I'm going to cover marijuana withdrawal, what helped relieve my symptoms and what made it worse. For those new to my channel, I'm a recovering polyaddict. I have 6 years of sobriety. I share my experiences with addiction, recovery, and various mind-altering substances to further educate the general public and to give addicts and their loved ones hope that sobriety is possible. Now, I know not everybody gets marijuana withdrawal. Highly subjective, and even of the people that get it, it varies in severity.
Yeah.
Some people get symptoms that are worse, some people get more symptoms, some people just can't sleep for a couple nights, and some people don't get anything at all. They could stop smoking at any time and they feel completely normal. I'm one of those people that got severe symptoms, and whenever I went through it, people would discredit what I was going through and say it was fake, not real, not a big deal. And I'm going through it and I'm like, this is pretty bad. I mean, it's not the worst withdrawal I went through, but it ranks up there. I mean, it's uncomfortable enough to where I remember I kept smoking simply because I couldn't go through withdrawal at that time. So the first thing I'll say relieve the symptoms the most, and I can't really transfer this on a video, is perspective. I went through marijuana withdrawal numerous times, whether it's a tolerance break, I had to quit to get a job, or I just wanted to quit on my own. I can't even count how many times I've been through it.
One thing about those tolerance breaks, right? Tolerance breaks are important in order for you to reset your dependence on weed, right? One or two things that tolerance break will do for you is they will allow you to get higher for a longer period of time. They allow you to also get high on a smaller concentration of weed. You know, when you start smoking something regularly, you start becoming desensitized to it. So when you go on the weed tolerance break, in this case, you start getting a lot of that desensitization will start to wear off, and you can enjoy weed for a longer period of time on a smaller concentration. So I have a video on that. You want to check it out in the cards. But yeah.
Perspective. The more times I went through it, the more times I realized I feel so much better when it's over. I remember being in it and literally think I'm losing my mind or I was going to get psychological trauma from this. And, I come out on the other end and I feel so much better. And going through it so many times, no matter how crazy I feel or how much my thoughts are racing or I can't sleep or I feel like a metal plank is in my head and I can't think straight, I always remember that this will go away. And when it goes away, my memory returns. I feel really calm. I feel more social. I'm better at communicating. It's literally like being reborn. So just going through it as many times as I've had has helped me a lot. And if you feel like you're not going to make it out of this, you will. And when you make it out of it, it feels so good that it's really indescribable. One of the ways I really screwed up in the marijuana withdrawal was using benzodiazepines or alcohol to help me sleep at night. And I don't know what that did, but it seemed to make the withdrawal last way longer than normal. The timeline it's for a typical withdrawal is between 1 to 2 weeks. That's the intense acute part. And whenever I remember taking Restoril, which is like temazepam, a benzodiazepine. It's a sleep medication. I remember taking it for the first week, and then I had my withdrawal last like literally almost a month.
Oh shit.
So I don't think it was a good idea for me to use alcohol or any of those things. And I'm not, this is coming out of nowhere. This is just my opinion, but I think that, yes, it's uncomfortable not being able to sleep and having those really weird dreams and waking up in night sweats and things of that nature. But I think that the body heals itself whenever it's going through that. And I think whenever I was taking these medications like benzodiazepines, it was almost compounding all the insomnia and anxiety, and it was causing rebound insomnia, rebound anxiety throughout the day, and it wasn't allowing my brain to really heal or go through what it needed to go through to get better. So yeah, I would definitely, if I were to go through it again, I would definitely avoid alcohol or benzos or anything that sleep medication, stuff like that, just tend to prolong it. The next thing I'll go over is
the best approach to actually get quality sleep is to get blue light blocking glasses. They'll set the tone in your body, and they'll let your biological system know that it's time to go to bed. Blue light blocking glasses, they block out the blue light that emits from your phone, the lights in your house, and they just put you in a state of like it's bedtime, and they help you increase the production of melatonin.
It is the sleepy time. It is the time for the sleep. You take head, you put on pillow, and then sleep.
And because of the fact that you can't sleep, one of the reasons for that is because you don't have enough melatonin currently being produced in your body. So a cool supplement, rather than taking alcohol or benzodiazepine, like you mentioned, is to take a melatonin supplement. Not a sleeping aid, but melatonin specifically. That's what you're lacking. That's what's not allowing you to sleep deeply and for a prolonged period of time. If you take a melatonin supplement, at least for the first week or two when the withdrawal symptoms are most acute, you will find that your sleep is deeper and less disturbed. Gotcha.
Whereas the struggle to eat, the struggle is real. I had to avoid anything with a lot of fat in it. What I did that helped me a lot was literally going for smoothies. Like whenever I went out to dinner, it'd be like going to a smoothie shop like Jamba Juice or Smoothie King. And that's just so I could get enough carbs in me to have enough energy. Now I avoided too much sugar, and I know smoothies have quite a bit of sugar, but that's kind of where I broke the line. But I wouldn't eat a bunch of like really thick carbs, because even that was hard to like chew and swallow, and it was gross.
Yeah.
Also, it caused my blood sugar to bounce up and down. So I'd have Smoothie King, but I also try to have something a little bit more sustainable, whether that be salad, vegetables, whatever, so that my blood sugar isn't bouncing all over the place. But I also have enough energy to get through it. I avoided things like caffeine. Caffeine was not good. I mean, it would make me way more anxious. It would cause way more insomnia. And I would stay very hydrated, drink quite a bit of water, and that all seemed to kind of help relieve some of the symptoms. The next one should come as...
So water is crucial. Water should be your best friend during this THC marijuana detox process. Water. So first of all, cut out the sugar. Don't even worry about taking smoothies. Some natural sugars or some natural methods are yogurt, soup, fruits, and a lot of water, bro. Water will cleanse out your system. I promise you will be peeing a lot. But that's just your body getting used to not having the THC running your system, running your fat as much, right? So water, and in order for you to actually eat, at least to get something in your system, take fruit, yogurt, soup, stuff like that. Those things are easily digestible and won't make you puke as likely, and they're not as complex as well. But water is crucial to a THC detox, especially if you're trying to pass a drug test. I made a whole video about that as well, link in the cards. But I covered this marijuana topic. I'm very passionate about just helping people create, not just live, but create their best life.
As obvious, but not researching or doing things that make me more anxious than I already am. So when I was going through marijuana withdrawal, I'd feel all these negative thought patterns, and I'd be obsessed with when it's going to go away. And I would start researching marijuana withdrawal and reading all these horror stories where people say it lasts 5 months, and literally drive myself crazy thinking I can't handle this.
Yeah.
Or as far as doing things that cause anxiety, I wouldn't want to start a new task or things because it was so difficult to concentrate, and I'd get so frustrated so fast. So it's like with playing guitar. I remember doing that marijuana withdrawal. It's fine to play a song that I've played 1,000 times. I'll be calm doing that. But if I try to learn a new song, I can't concentrate. My memory sucks. And any task like that requires concentration and memory would leave me just totally frustrated. So I'd avoid those things when I was going through it, and I would do things that didn't require concentration. For me, that would be like rewatching shows that I watched 1,000 times over, because I would know where the story's going. I know what the story is. I don't have to concentrate or remember what's going on. And I enjoyed the show, so it gave me something to do, kind of like a mission. And for other people, it might be different. It might be playing video games or whatever it is that they like to do that really doesn't require them to think too much. That's kind of like a pastime activity. Those seem to help me tremendously. But definitely avoid researching and doing things that make me more anxious than I already am, because I totally flip out and quit on things. Like if I'm playing guitar and I'm trying to learn a new song and I get frustrated, it's like I want to break my guitar. I want to throw it out the window. I want to quit guitar forever. Like when I get frustrated, I blow, especially in a marijuana withdrawal. And as far as exercise, because I hear that a lot.
One of the things that would definitely help, this is by far one of the best things I've ever introduced into my own personal life, with my own addiction to stuff like this, is yoga. Yoga just has a way of slowing you down, helping you be more present with your breathing, being more present with just like your inner self, just being more aware. Like when you hold tension, like drop your shoulder, unclench your jaw, relax. Just taking moments, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, in your day to set up time for yoga at home. You can do yoga at home. You don't have to go to a studio. Just yoga at home with Adrienne. That's the person I follow on YouTube. Yoga with Adrienne. At home yoga. Complete game changer. Makes you just present. Always in a rush. Always trying to do something. Take care of this person. Take care of everybody else. But I always say you cannot pour from an empty cup. Fill your own cup first, and then give a lending hand to somebody else.
I would go to the gym and start to exercise in a marijuana withdrawal. I remember doing that a couple times in my life, and I remember just getting like my pain tolerance is not high enough for that. It would be way more painful than it should be, and then I would just go to the sauna and try to sweat it out, which is something that kind of helped me. But the type of exercise that did work for me, and it was effective in helping me calm down my body and calm down my mind, was swimming. For some reason, swimming, I didn't have to worry about pain. It was just an easy thing to do. And taking hot showers did seem to help a little bit with the insomnia. So it would be like going between swimming, the sauna, taking a hot shower, trying to go to bed and relax. And I don't know if you'd call this a form of exercise, but pacing seemed to help me. I don't know if it's healthy or not, but I remember just pacing back and forth, throughout my place, and just literally pacing and just walking forward and walking back. I guess that's a form of exercise, but for some reason that helped me kind of go through my thoughts and calm down. Now, I've heard it get out of the house, and I definitely agree with that. I think that's great, to get out and go outside to get some vitamin D or whatever in your system, but I would avoid social interactions with people that didn't know what I was going through. And the reason I would do that, it made things worse. Now, sometimes it's unavoidable, so I'd be at work because I had to go to work, and I would just kind of like stay to myself a little bit more than usual, but socially interacting with people that don't know what I'm going through when I'm going through marijuana withdrawal, the problem with that I experience is I struggle with communicating. I struggle with short-term memory. So it's really hard to concentrate and understand what they're saying, and it's really hard to get my points across. Yeah. And I also, I'm a long fuse at the big bomb naturally, but that fuse just got a lot shorter, so I tend to blow up a lot easier. And it can cause a lot of damage to relationships where I say things that I probably wouldn't normally have said or do things I wouldn't normally have done. And that other person, I can't really tell them what I'm going through. I can't say, hey, I'm going through marijuana withdrawal. So, they just think that's me normally, and that would cause a lot of shame, and it would make things a whole lot worse. So I did avoid social interaction as abroad, but that being said, I did let at least a couple people in and know what I'm going through. Let them know that I'm going through marijuana withdrawal for encouragement, support, and accountability. And I could sit with them and talk about what I'm going through, which is something that I felt like I was good at doing, and I didn't feel as alone. It was like kind of getting it out there. And if I did snap at them, then I could say, I'm really sorry, I'm going through this detox, things are bad. But yeah, as a whole, I wouldn't go out and hang out with friends that don't do any drugs or anything. It's just, it could cause a lot of bad situations to arise and totally flip me out. And that's, even support group meetings are a good thing. Or that's why rehab wasn't too hard, because it's like everybody there knows what you're going through. So I do think it's important to be around people. It's just you want to be around the right kind of people, and those are the type of people that aren't going to make the symptoms worse, and those are the type of people that know what you're going through. And on the sleep subject, because I know that's really important to a lot of people, struggling to sleep is a pain in the ass, and I would do it all night, and that...
Definitely having one or two couple people, just the people that you will be talking to the most, I should say, right? Your wife, your friend, your boyfriend, whoever it is that you'll be around often, just let them know, yo, I'm trying to struggle with marijuana, I'm trying to quit it. So if I snap at you, that might be my bipolar self, or it's not my actual self, right?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. So sorry, so.
I'm just trying to, this is a part of one of this withdrawal symptoms, so that they won't take anything you say, anything negative or anything like hurtful you may say to them, they won't take it to heart for the most part. A support system, one of the things people don't forget is there's a reason why we have a community. There's a reason why you tend to live in a city. Even if you want your own personal space, you want to live around other people. Living in no man's land or the countryside isn't everybody's ideal place. Although you may not want to talk to everybody, you still want to have people around. Just seeing someone's face, and in your case having some type of support system, is a game changer. Someone that they know that you're struggling with this, but they're here for you. They're there to uplift you to become your best self and achieve greater heights in life, or whatever it is you're trying to do. But appreciate y'all for watching this video. Links in the description for all my marijuana guides and marijuana related videos. But God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste, and always remember, if it doesn't feed you, do not water it. Too much of any good thing is good for nothing. It's the abuse of things, not the use of them, that necessarily makes them bad. All right, bro. Deuces.
Try harder, no matter what I do. All I think about is